These students were chosen due to their commitment to service, their commitment to their efforts in the classroom, and also their efforts in promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion on our campus. Here at Duquesne University, we have some of the best students in the world who literally come from all over the world. What makes these students unique is their ability to serve in a way that is authentic to who they are, and also their consistency, their ability to serve over time in a way that displays servant leadership.
The reason why I was chosen for the Spirit of Diversity Award is because I feel like I'm very personable, and I always strive to make people feel comfortable and let them know that they're not alone. I kind of live by the motto of like, it only takes one person. If I could be that one person for one of the people, whether it's through the Black Student Union, Ebony Women for Social Change, anything on campus, it would just mean everything to know that I can provide somebody with that same feeling that I was given.
I feel like I was selected for this award because of the authentic relationships that I've built with faculty, staff, but also my peers. I like to lead by example. I also wanted to add that I believe I was chosen for this award because of not only the relationships that I formed, but also the relationships that I was able to create.
I believe I was awarded for the Dr. Ron Swain Award for Social Justice because of not only my engagement on campus, but my community building that I brought as I came as a freshman here at Duquesne University. Through my engagement as an RA, through BSU, through the C100, through many other orgs, I think that's the one thing is I've been someone that can bring people together.
I think I was selected for this award in part through my role as SGA president, working on various initiatives both with the center and through SGA. But also I think it's because I've made an effort to be involved with the center, which not everyone on campus does. I think as time goes on, more people will see the resource that the center is and get more involved. But I think my involvement with the center also played a role in my selection for this award.
I believe I was selected for the Spirit Diversity Award because of my passion for diversity on this campus and just in my life. I've always been a self-proclaimed advocate and always want to give back to diverse students and make sure they're having a comfortable and great experience in every stage of life. But right now my focus is just in college.
The center has definitely played a huge role in my success. I kind of always point back to owing them pretty much everything. They are my second home considering I am from Florida. Just like a sense of community. And whenever I doubted myself or felt like I wasn't able to do something or something was bigger than me, whether it be a position on campus or wanting to join my sorority, they always were right there with support.
From the beginning of my time at Duquesne, I was a part of pre-orientation as a freshman. And so through that program, I was able to meet a lot of upperclassmen who were also very close with the center. At the end of my freshman year, I just remembered all the fun times that I had, and I knew I wanted to become a leader. If there was one spot on campus I would call my home, away from home, it would be the center. Just because of the way that I feel so familiar, I feel very comforted, and I just feel like my most authentic self there.
The center definitely helped me, especially coming as a freshman, coming from Marietta, Georgia, being new to the city. I'm not used to the culture. I think it's one of the things that it definitely helped, especially seeing Dr. Kane and Mr. Quincy and even Dr. Mallory. I think the fact that they were there to kind of help build me up as far as a person, especially as a Black man on campus. The center definitely not only has given us support, but even promotion through whether it's Instagram or even through different kind of orgs, and I think the support, even just the presence of going to events that we sponsor, whether it's the Black Business Expo or Black Love Day, I think those are the kind of things that we love and see from the center, because not every person kind of does that. So the fact that they're always engaging with us no matter what we do and always supporting us.
The center also houses all of the multicultural organizations, and so when I'm working on a DEI initiative through SGA, it was wonderful to be able to go to the center and have other people be able to chime in or offer advice on what I was working on, maybe join in and help me, as well as have that kind of voice of reason from the head of the center, whether it was Dr. Kane or whether it was Quincy Stephenson. But the center really helped me not only find my crowd, but make me feel comfortable with who I was, and I'm really thankful for that. I think the center is for everyone, and I think diversity is for everyone, because I think if we all come together, we are a lot stronger than when we're apart, and I hope that in future years we're able to bridge that gap.
The office has definitely helped me a ton, just in my involvement, becoming a leader, shaping me as a woman. Between Dr. Kane, Miss Amber, Mr. Quincy, just really guiding me through these years. Like, this whole college thing is like super new to me and my family. So I feel like being able to have this center and have those people pour into me, because even like from pre-O, being able to find people who look like me and engage with them and get acclimated with the culture really set the precedence of what the office can offer to me. So I love Mr. Quincy. He's great. He's doing a great job, and I'm excited for everything that he's going to be able to do in this role.
Amber Satterwhite, our Assistant Director for the Center of Excellence in Diversity and Student Inclusion, is what I would refer to as the rock of the center. She's the face of the center. She's the first person that people typically see when they walk in. And she's been with us for a significant amount of time. And her ability to be a presence for the students is something that is so needed and so valuable to our students. And the work that she does is just amazing as well.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion to me means having people from different backgrounds, whether it be race or just different locations, coming together and kind of recognizing that they're not the same and there's different privileges and lack thereof for others, and just kind of coming together and trying to figure out how we can make equality within that. Understanding the differences between each other is very important in order to make equity and inclusion happen.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion means to me, empathy can take a relationship a long way. It shows that you are a person and you acknowledge that the person that you're talking to also has real feelings and are also a person. So sometimes in interactions I feel like things can be so fast-paced and just saying, hi, how are you? But by taking that extra step to ask, how are you really? It shows that you're being empathetic and showing that, you know, I do care about you as an individual in the short time that we have right now.
Diversity, equity, inclusion means to me is like bringing different kinds of people of different kinds of walks of life, and like building this community that's more inclusive, that people can like share and sit down and chat, but like also like feel comfortable in a space where we can basically have a good conversation and get to know one another. Because I think that's the one thing about me is like when I got up here, it's like being in an environment that I can feel more inclusive and more inviteful.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion means to me leveling the playing field. I think for the longest time there were communities that were shut out from success or from achieving their goals or being, as they say, welcome into the room. And so to me, DE&I initiatives break down those barriers and allow everyone to be a part of the conversation.
I feel like diversity, equity, and inclusion means to me a belongingness. I feel like there's this theory about those three are like the formula to belongingness, and I truly believe that. I feel like you need every part to have a student who is not a part of the majority to feel like they belong in this space.
My proudest accomplishment at Duquesne, I would have to say, is my growth. 17-year-old me would be astonished by how far I've come just as a person.
I never thought that I would be as involved in social justice on campus as I am now. All the experiences that I've had has led me to show that you can be a nurse, but you can also have other passions.
Duquesne definitely prepared me for everything as far as being professional, going into the job setting, getting internships. Most of the things that I didn't think I could do when I got up here. So the different kind of resources, the different kind of people, like the professors. There's not one thing that you can't not do at Duquesne. My proudest accomplishment is probably homecoming. Definitely the fact that my parents came all the way from Georgia and to celebrate with all my friends and to hear them shout my name, I think was one of the greatest moments, and taking the pictures and soaking in. I think it was one of the days that I really enjoyed.
My proudest accomplishment at Duquesne was my Rangus Prize. In my sophomore year, I submitted a proposal to the Rangus Prize Committee to create a class for the Political Science and Communication Department on social media, politics, and communication.
My greatest accomplishment at Duquesne, I would say, is just going to Duquesne. I can name other things, but I feel like it really, I'm really proud of myself being able to be first generation, stay in college, get involved, wanted to even go back to college and things like that. And I feel like I never would have thought that I would be in this position.
Duquesne's population is, I feel like, the perfect size compared to other universities, especially in Florida. There's a lot of major schools down there, and I felt like having a better ratio between teachers and students was also important.
I heard about Duquesne University just simply through, I believe, an email blast. They were saying, you know, it's not too late to apply to become a student at Duquesne, and I said, you know what, why not? So I applied, and then I heard from one of my classmates that she also applied, and we both got accepted and we both toured at the same time. And I think having that feeling that I can see myself going to classes here, I enjoy the smaller classrooms just so that I feel heard and I feel like the professors know me as a student. It was really important to me in finding a school that I belong to. What attracted me to Duquesne was actually the nursing program itself. I knew that I wanted to be a nurse, looking for a program that offered a direct beeline into learning more about what it is to be a nurse. Duquesne is a 4-year program that you start off with nursing classes right away, and then you start clinicals your sophomore year.
So the reason I got attracted to Duquesne was, I think it was the fact that I wanted to test myself as far as my borders are concerned. Going outside of Georgia and kind of seeing what life is outside of the southern state. And so I think one of the things that I've been brought to about Pittsburgh is the fact that it's downtown, the culture, the fact that it's near sports towns, because that is around what my major is.
When I came to visit the college, I met with Father Sawicki, and that really sealed the deal for me. I was enamored. I was so excited to start learning economics. So what drew me to Duquesne was actually the academic side of things.
Definitely through my experience here, through my education here, through the things I've gotten involved in, I'm able to definitely advocate for myself more. Thank you so much to the Center for everything. Thank you, Duquesne. Thank you to the School of Education, and thank you to my mom. Thank you to Haley. Thank you to my friends. And I just want to thank everybody for always looking to pour into me, looking to push me up and help me and guide me to become the woman that I am right now. So I really appreciate everything and all the experience that I've been through to make it here.
We're in a big city, but here on our campus, there's really this feel of our own space, our own environment, our own home right on campus that feels very communal. There's community here for you at Duquesne University. It doesn't matter where you come from, there's community here that is willing to accept you for who you are.